Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day I bid to all of the audience and also to the panelists. Okay, my name is Nur Adila Kilamindiyahya. I am the moderator of this forum today. So I will introduce our panelists for today's forum discussion. We have Mrs. Yani and we have Miss Hazira. We have Mr. Qadar and also Mr. Bayhaqi. Okay, first of all, takaful is very important. Takaful is a tool used to mitigate or to reduce risk, because every day we live or we're surrounded by risk, and we need to mitigate, to reduce the risk in order to reduce the losses that we will obtain from those risks. So there are still many people who didn't understand or didn't know about what is takaful. So to kick off our forum discussion today, I would like to ask Miss Yani about what is takaful actually is, and how many types takaful there are in the market. So the floor is yours, Miss Yani. Please explain to us in more detail and deeper for us to understand what is takaful. Thank you.
Thank you, moderator, for the question. I will explain types of takaful. There are two types of takaful, which are general takaful and family takaful. First, I will explain about general takaful. General takaful is a takaful that covers properties such as home, business, and car. General takaful consists of property takaful, fire takaful, loss takaful, traveling takaful, and thefts takaful. These are some products of general takaful. Meanwhile, family takaful is a takaful that provides benefit that's similar to life insurance. Family takaful helps to protect us and our family from risk or illness. Family takaful also helps us to grow long-term savings. Family takaful consists of medical card or medical takaful, hibah takaful, education takaful, and accident takaful. I hope my explanation is clear that can answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Yani, for your great explanation. So now we know that there are two types of takaful, which is the general takaful and also family takaful. Okay, now I would like to ask you about what is the difference between takaful and conventional insurance, because there are still some people who are afraid to subscribe for takaful because they thought, or they have the misconception about the takaful. They have the thought that the takaful and insurance are the same. So please make it clear for us.
Thank you again, moderator Miss Adila, for the question. So the question is the difference of takaful and conventional insurance. There are some differences between takaful and conventional insurance. First of all, takaful is based on mutual cooperation, which is the funds are distributed by donation from participants. The pooled fund can be used to protect other participants from risk. Meanwhile, conventional insurance is based on commercial factors only. Conventional insurance has a policy that shifts the risk to the insurance company, whereby we pay a premium to receive a coverage. Besides that, takaful subjects to both Sharia and government laws in their policies and so on. Meanwhile, conventional insurance subject to government only. Furthermore, the takaful plan holders and shareholders' capital can only be invested in Sharia compliance investment funds. Meanwhile, in conventional insurance, the capital of the premium is invested in funds and investment channels which are not necessarily Sharia compliance. so we didn't know where they invest our fund. Moreover, takaful is free from riba, which is interest, free from garar, which is uncertainty, and free from maisir, which is gambling. Meanwhile, conventional insurance has elements of interest, gambling, and uncertainty. Also, takaful is based on risk-sharing concept, whereby risk is shared and distributed among the participants of takaful, who agree to jointly assume the risk. Meanwhile, in conventional insurance, risk is transferred and passed on from individual to conventional insurance provider following payment that made to the conventional insurance provider. That's all for my explanation. I hope it is clear to answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Yani, for your answer, for your explanation. Now it is crystal clear that the takaful and the conventional insurance is totally different. The takaful is Sharia compliant. Now I will move to the next panelist. I would like to ask you a question, Miss Hazira. So in takaful, we know that we have general takaful and also life takaful, which is under family takaful. And I would like you to elaborate what is general takaful and what is life takaful. And also, as we know that under life takaful there is hibah takaful or hibah coverage. So I would like to know what is hibah coverage and the use of this takaful for individuals or the family. So the floor is yours, and I hope you could explain more about this question.
Thank you, moderator, for the next question. So, what is life takaful? A life insurance policy, also known as life coverage or life insurance, is a type of financial product that, in events of the deaths of the policyholder, makes a one-time payment in the forms of lump sums to the beneficiaries of the policy. After the policyholder passes away, the payment will be made to the policyholder's loved one with the intentions of providing them with financial security and support. There are many distinct kinds of life insurance policies, such as term life insurance, whole life insurance, and universal life insurance. These kinds of coverage come with its own individual sets of characteristics and advantages. Meanwhile, a form of insurance known as general takaful is founded on the tenets of working together for the common good and providing aid to one another. It is comparable to traditional insurance, but it is organized as a cooperative or mutual arrangement rather than a profit-making enterprise. Instead of paying premiums, policyholders contribute money to a common fund, which is then used to pay for the damage or obligation incurred by other policyholders. Instead of relying on a for-profit insurance firms to compensate them for their misfortune, members of a general takaful organization should support one another through difficult times rather than relying on the service of an insurer. The terms general takaful refer to a type of insurance that is frequently used to other covers for things like property, liabilities, and automobiles. Next is question 4, which is discussed about hibah takaful. Hibah takaful is a type of insurance that is based on the principles of cooperation and mutual assistance. It is similar to traditional insurance, but it is structured as a cooperative or mutual arrangement in which policyholders contribute funds to a pool of money that is used to cover the losses or liability of other policyholders. The idea behind hibah takaful is that the members of the group help each other in times of need rather than relying on a profit-seeking insurance company to cover their losses. One unique feature of hibah takaful is that it often includes provisions for the distributions of profits or surplus funds to policyholders. These distributions is known as a hibah, which is a gift are donations made by the takaful operator to the policyholders. The hibah is typically distributed to policyholders in proportions to the amounts of their contributions to the takaful funds.
Thank you, Ms. Hazira, for your explanation or the elaboration on the question. Now we know what is general takaful and what is family takaful, and what is the purpose of hibah takaful. Okay, let's move to the next panelist, Mr. Kadar. Okay, Mr. Kadar, I would like to ask you about what should we do as an individual to manage the risk at individual level. What should we do? Do we need to take takaful or not? And what is the management for us to do to reduce the risk?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's me, Khadir Ali Osman, with Matric 274909. I will continue my part, which is discussing the risk management at individual level. The risk management process for individuals is a complex given the variety of potential risks that may be experienced over the life cycle and the differences that exist across households. Risk management at the individual level involves taking steps to identify and mitigate potential risks that may affect an individual's financial security, health, and overall well-being. Some specific strategies for managing risk at the individual level may include these. Number one, creating an emergency fund. Having a savings account specifically for emergencies can help individuals with unexpected financial challenges such as the loss of job or unexpected medical expenses. Number two, purchasing insurance. Insurance can help individuals protect themselves against the potential financial losses due to the accidents, illnesses, or other unexpected events. This may include health insurance, car insurance, or life insurance. Number three, managing debt. Staying on top of debt and making timely payments can help individuals avoid defaulting on loans and damaging their credit score. Number four, creating a budget. A budget can help individuals track their spending and ensure that they are saving enough to meet their financial goals. Number five, diversifying investments. Diversifying investments can help individuals mitigate the risk of losses due to market fluctuations. And lastly, number six, maintaining good physical and mental health. Taking care of physical and mental health can help individuals reduce their risk of illnesses or injury and improve their overall well-being. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kada, for your great explanation about the risk management at individual level. Now, we would move to the final panelist, Mr. Baihaki. Okay, Mr. Baihaki, from all of this explanation or from all of this discussion today, we know that there is still shortfall in the takaful industry or in the takaful product itself. So I would like to ask you if there is any suggestion or idea to improve the takaful industry from your perspective. So the floor is yours.
Thanks to the moderator for giving me the opportunity to talk about idea to contribute to Islamic risk management system and takaful industry. One potential idea for contributing to the Islamic risk management and takaful industry could be to develop a software platform that help company and individual assess and mitigate their risk in compliance with Islamic principle. This platform could include features such as first, a risk assessment tool that use Islamic financial principle to evaluate the potential impact of different risks on a business or individual financial well-being. Second, a library of best practice and guidance for managing risk in compliance with Islamic principle. Number 3, a marketplace where individuals and companies can purchase risk management products and services that are compliant with Islamic principles such as takaful insurance. Next, a community or network of experts and practitioners in Islamic finance and risk management who can provide support and guidance to users of the platform. Last but not least, an educational component that provides resource and training to help individuals and businesses better understand the principle of Islamic finance and how they apply to risk management. Another idea could be creating a mobile app that help individuals and companies to better understand and manage their risk in compliance with Islamic principle by providing a simple and user-friendly interface. Users could input their financial information, assess their risk, and view recommended strategies for mitigating risk. The apps could also offer educational resources and connect users with experts in the field of Islamic finance and risk management. That's all from me. Back to the moderator. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have come to an end of today's forum discussion. I would like to thank to the panelists for their informative and brilliant discussion, and do not forget to all of the participants for their active participation. I hope that the discussion today or the information that you get from today's program will be beneficial for you for today or in the future. So thank you very much for your participation today, and may Allah SWT bless us for today's forum, and thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.